you pick? Two arrows together. You need to draw two dots together. Two arrows together. Two dots together. A single dot to mimic the single arrow. Single arrow, single dot. Okay? But the dots follow the arrows. You with me on that?
That's it.
Yeah. Yes. All right, so if we draw a different one, let's say, yeah, Destiny. No, so if you drew, let's say you drew it this way, and you put two there, and two there, and a single like that, that's fine. Because you've got two and two singles. You've got the same number of dots. You've got 6, and you've got 2 singles. 6, 2 pairs, 2 singles. Okay? It doesn't matter what side they're on, as long as the layout of the dots are the same. Okay? Now, some of them, it won't matter. So let's say that we have one like K. All right? And I'm just going to write the configuration just because it's faster. All right, let's say we have potassium. All right, what is the highest energy level in that configuration? All right, 4 is the biggest number, right? So, here, how many electrons are in the outer shell? So that means we're only going to have 1 dot. Now, some of you will look at that and go, I don't need to draw the arrows for this. And some of you will still go through the process of drawing the arrows. I don't care how you do it. So if you go through the process of drawing the arrows, that's fine. How many lines go above the 4S? Okay. Now, K is the symbol. Doesn't matter which side we draw the dot on. You can draw it here. That's cool. Some of you might have said, draw it there. That's cool. It doesn't matter. You just need 1 dot. Okay? Now, go ahead. It comes from the biggest number, yes. Now, sometimes the biggest number might not even be together. So let's say that I wrote a different one. Let's say that I picked one like, you have to bear with me for a second. Let's say we do PO. It's going to take me a minute to write this one. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, 5p6, 6s2, 4f14, 5d10, 6p4. All right, let's say we have that. All right, what is the highest energy level if that's the one you have? All right, a lot of people look quickly and they miss things, so don't automatically jump and choose. All right, I heard some 6s, which is the right answer. All right, but you have a 6 here and you have a 6 over here. Okay, so what? So in this case, you would have 6 electrons or 6 dots when you drew this one, yes. Okay, and again, you would want to look at where they are. So you'd want to draw 6s and 6p. Matter of fact, let me change this one so that it looks different than the one we did a minute ago. Let me change it to TL. That way it looks different. Make that 6p1 because we did one that had a 6p4 a second ago. All right, so 6p1 would have 1 electron there. All right, so when I draw TL, I'm only going to have how many electrons now? 3. So when I draw TL, get off your phone back there. If you're going to do that, you can come sit back up here. All right, we have 2 electrons and then 1. Now, did I have to put them there? No. I could have said here and there. But I'm looking to answer Destiny's question to have two that are together and one that's separate. Okay? It doesn't matter what side they're on, but I need two that are paired and one that's separate. Okay? So what? We're going to have homework in a minute. I wanted to practice. Now, since most of you don't have homework, what elements did we practice with yesterday in class? You're going to have to tell me because I don't know. Look in your notes. Okay, I hear iron. I heard iron. Silicon. Arsenic. Nitrogen. Oxygen. What else do we have? Scandium. Br. And that's it? Antimony? All right, so if you guys have these in your notes from yesterday, which you should have because we did them in class, all right, find them in your notes, draw their dot diagrams. You already have the work. That's why I picked these. You don't have to go back and write the configurations. They're already in your notes. All right? If you have your homework and you actually left space like I told you, which would have been what? CA or the homework questions?
CA, S, SB, RB, SN, and PB.
If you actually did any of those, all right, you can do these. It will take me a span of less than 60 seconds to put every one of those answers on the board. Might be less than 30 seconds. You can do any of those. And I can put the answers on the board in a matter of seconds. All of them. Find them in your notes. Whichever ones you can find, you have written down in your notes. Even Hyro took notes yesterday. He's got something.
I don't have any of those.
Yes, you do. You wrote something, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't write the example.
Well, in that case, you need to pick out at least two of them, maybe three of them that you can write down and you can do the dot diagrams for. Pick something. I don't care what you want to do. I want to go home, lay around in my pajamas and do nothing. Not an option I have either.
Tell me, boy.
Yes, ma'am. I have a periodic table I'm going to give you.
And no reference.
You want to go to the bathroom?
And notification number.
No?
No.
Huh?
No. It was plain English. Words N and O. No, you may not go to the bathroom. I'm tired of having you during lunch. It's a life skill. Learn to hold it. You do not have to go to the bathroom every hour, do you, Ms. Crum? This is from the school nurse. You have a doctor's note that says you have to go every hour.
I've used the bathroom all day.
If you have a UTI, I could understand.
Yes. Do you have one?
What is a UTI?
A urinary tract infection.
No.
Then you'll be fine.
Wait.
You're not going to die. You're like that. You just want to go to the bathroom. You're bored and want to get up one o'clock.
No. I've used the bathroom all day, I swear.
Too bad.
Oh,
Miss Long, come here.
Ms. Wall.
Oh.
Miss
Ms.
Long.
Wall.
I don't know how I got stuck with these, so I wrote them.
What? Take that trash.
I will. Look, I just will. Check on my email.
That was fine. This is a no. You've lost your language. Oh, because you got the wrong. I should have one here. Here.
But these two,
Maybe I.
No, this is oxygen here.
I actually borrowed one.
That's not oxygen. This is oxygen.
Yeah, I wrote one.
That's oxygen. I don't know what that is. That's right. That's right. That's right. You're good. Along that. All right, finish up the ones you were trying.
You want any of these back?
Just keep on. You're welcome.
Thank you.
yes.
All right, who else has got something done?
Hold up, wait, I'm on.
What is it, Justin?
This shit is easy. This what?
All right, you got the right dots. This one's right, that one's got the right dots in the wrong place. All right, see how you got two together, three apart? When you draw, you want two together, and you want three singles. So you've got two together, these are three singles.
Wait, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
The whole thing out.
And then on Indian, we have, you've got And I would
Indium is I.
5P
What are you
and
doing?
5S.
Okay.
Okay, and 5P, there you go, now you got it. SC is good, VR is good. Yes, those are good. All right, this one, no.
Okay,
Where's your high series level already?
come here, check.
Should
Yep. And I would bet that you got the same mistake at SC and you didn't circle it, so you picked the wrong energy level.
Oxygen, that's hard.
Hold on. And
I did four.
You just circle them.
there you go. Circle, and check. Right. Uh-uh. What's your high spiritual level in that feet? Nope. D is never gonna be the high spiritual level, ever.
I mean, well, not 3D, but 3.
Yeah, it'll be a 4S. Because 4 is before 3. All right, who else has got something done?
I'm
I know you got something done.
Lexi, are you coming over this Friday? At the game.
It's all right.
Oh, no. We're going. That you must go blow right there. Who are it? I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna buy 8 balls.
All
I'm
of
gonna
it.
buy 8 balls. At 8.
That's one.
Number what's your number? April 6th.
Well, that's supposed to do it this way.
That's all that comes.
No,
Buy
we're
some.
supposed to put on some of it that she did up
That's what
there.
I'm gonna pump on that leg.
As well, like,
Those were fabulous, Brian.
At 8, no. Hey, what you do for the art?
PB is no,
I'm gonna say that again next time.
FE, A,
Okay, so you had two,
S,
two,
and
two,
IN.
one.
IN is yes, AS and PB have the same mistake. Let me show you. Why you have it wrong? All right, you probably have, you haven't drawn right, I don't put on it. Where is your drawing for AS? Right here. See how you have this and this, you have the arrows, they're all singles, and you draw them, they have to be singles. So you put these two together, but these have to be like the arrows. So a single, then another single, so you have 3 singles to match 3 single arrows. So indium's good, iron's good, so down here with lead, you have your 6S2 and your 6P2, you can't just make them 6P2. You gotta draw 6P2, so you know how 6P2 looks. 6P2 would be like this, so you gotta have a single and a single. That seems don't look like that's the mistake you made there and up there with SP. So you drew SP, so how is this gonna look when you draw that?
Then my lace days.
Okay, you got and then make that look like that. Probably the same thing.
Biggest
And then.
There's one here. Bro, I thought it was a long time ago.
What?
That's it, no, that's it. I thought it was a long time ago.
It's not time to go.
I know.
Whenever. Yep. All right,
I did 2 of them.
you're not going to the bathroom. All right, so calcium. Calcium should have 2 dots together.
Yeah.
Sulfur should have 2 singles. 2, a single, and a single. I got these a little close together here. Antimony needs 2, a single, a single, and a single. So it's got 3 singles because it's in what, group 15. RB needs 1 single. Tin needs 2 singles to go with its pair. And PB needs a double, a single, and a single. Iron needs 2 together. IN needs 2 and a single. SB I already did. That one needs 7. This one needs 2, a single, and a single. SC needs 2 together. This one needs 6.
2 on the single.
This one needs 5. And this one needs 5. like that.
Ms. Law, can I go to the bathroom and now come in here for lunch?
No, hold it. All right, questions? Any questions about dot diagrams?
Okay.
Tired of eating lunch food.
I don't ever know who got that here.
Huh?
right.
Cause that's a pig.
I don't care.
Think about it.
Tired of eating lunch with people.
Are you gonna eat
Because I
lunch
don't
with
want to
me?
eat from my thing, so I'm about to go to lunch.
I'm gonna take another place.
All right, I need
I'm gonna be bothered like this.
that. All right, we need to learn how to read shorthand notation because I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of writing all this crap out.
This is color coding.
I gotta tell you something. That's nice.
I need more than one.
Perfect. I'm gonna pay you.
I forgot what his name was.
That's when they come from behind. Because listen,
Oh, you heard that?
it was a fraud.
Yeah, I said if I was just as easy, then it must be.
But,
All right, now we're gonna color code the periodic table into 4 blocks. This is not a museum piece. We are not spending 30 minutes coloring 4 blocks. I'm going to show you the parts that we're coloring. And then I bought new colored pencils, which I'm going to get out of the back room in just a second, that you may use. If you break or damage my new colored pencils, I'm going to be really pissed for what they cost. All right? Let me just be clear and upfront about that. Now, you only need 4 colors for this periodic table. This and helium over here are the S block. Now, the middle section down here,
Blue.
all right?
And then the metalloids is green.
No, we're not talking about that today. That'll be on tomorrow's plan. All right, this will be called the D block. All right. See if I get a different color here. This over here, with the exception of the helium, is the P block. And which sublevel have I left out? I've left out F. So down here will be the F block. Now, do not color so dark that you cannot see the elements. And after we've shaded that in, we're going to need to come back and put in numbers. So don't color so dark you cannot do that. Hold on, let me grab my own color.
Emerald, we used to do that.
Somebody used to do that, bro. Yes, me, yeah, used to do that.
Everybody.
Everybody go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Can we have like a class bathroom break?
Can you what?
Can we have like a class bathroom break?
Let me think about it for a minute.
No, no.
All right. Now,
Do we have to?
you only need,
Red, blue in there?
nope, you only need 4 colors. Do not sharpen these in my colored or in my sharpeners, and they're all sharp, so you don't need to sharpen them. They're brand new.
Okay, now.
Quickly, guys, each section is all the same color. There's only 4. So there's no need to dig in the sections. They're all the same color. When you return them, put them in the right section.
I clearly got none.
You're late.
It doesn't matter. They don't even have to be the colors I use. Just pick 4 colors. They don't have to be the same color. Just pick 4 colors. And color quickly.
Don't even play it on your
We just said we're tired.
Do not have to go to the bathroom every single day.
You came.
Right.
Actually, you do have to use the bathroom every single day.
Did I hear what?
I didn't call it anything. Some of you were. No, I didn't.
I don't care. Maybe you won't.
I wouldn't go back.
Oh, man.
I didn't know, and then.
Just don't say it loud enough. I accept it.
And then she goes and sits down.
You can't say it.
And her, his mind is rocking him, he always shifts. His mind is low. His mind is his girlfriend's mind is on the same.
Well, I'll take that back. Maybe
And
marshmallow, because you said it on the stand.
And then I said, oh, hey, Jennifer.
Most people wait till
Like,
I
I was
walk
already
in.
I know, but if you want to trust me, then you say you don't care.
He's like, they're my husband. Are you sure?
I really.
He's like, they're just you, I'm like, okay, yeah. I think, yeah, you rushing me. Go back up. Yeah. He said, they're just you, right?
No, rice.
He's an editor.
Rice on, rice on.
Really?
Yes.
The next time, wait.
Yeah, that's why we be busy.
Long
What?
Oh, I'm talking about like in general.
You're the one who did a lot of standing.
No,
I
yeah,
don't
but-
really touch her.
Well, we were in.
Did you not?
She always wanted to be part of something. I said, no, you need to.
Really? How did you burn your lunch?
But like, I know
We
some.
know.
I know some. And then when she was with me, I did everything. And I said, no. I said, I thought you did. That's why I let you come with me at first. You know what?
I thought she was my editor.
Then got the people wait.
The Oriental one there.
And then she's mad because Jonathan and us went to over there. Yes. With Sama. She is so mad about Sama.
Why?
Oh, I thought you said. Yeah, that's all I know. Except
And once you guys finish coloring, you can color pencils up for today, because we won't yet kind of color.
Aww.
No. And if we go to I remember. Oh, there's a.
Oh, yeah, you said it in front of her.
Yeah, she didn't say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, I was there. Because they came into our class.
That's me. You come after school and lunch?
Just after
There you
school.
Just come to lunch too. I have third, I have six. Let's still come. I'm going to here. No, I'm not going to third.
That's why you're here.
You say you're not going to third? Yeah, I'm sitting here.
She doesn't remember.
This is drink.
Yeah.
Come in here. I didn't I just say I'm coming? Didn't I just say come to the third? Just stay in here.
Don't stop arguing.
I'm not arguing with my word.
She was crying. She was crying.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take it, bro. Well, it's not a third period.
Her dad took me out. Had a meeting with her. She said, where? He called at a meeting.
This one, I use the bathroom.
Nope.
Can nobody, why can't anybody use the bathroom?
I'm tired. Bring them to her.
Well, can I? I've never
Nope.
used the bathroom.
I've never used the bathroom since either. I've never used one.
That's not fair. Have a little bit.
You've been on ice at the first.
Go away, look at no. Shut up.
Y'all doing the perk. I'm done. I'm still pretty. Yeah.
Very nice.
I said thank you. And then I said thank you.
Good job.
You didn't even look at
I can see yellow brick.
What you say?
I realize I haven't stopped and studied.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, y'all from like.
Be quiet. They didn't have to.
Me and you can go out.
I'm not.
I don't have to.
What's your lunch?
She don't want to. Oh, I was looking.
All right, we getting close?
Yes.
No. Need to be.
I just saw it.
Didn't you do your money though?
I got 2 more seconds.
Hurry up. Good job.
I had to outline all.
You don't have to outline the whole thing. Come on.
Talon's coloring every block in at one time. I like it. One by one. One by one.
No,
Are you kidding
we
me?
have like one.
Tell me we are not waiting on you to do all that.
Oh, well, like originally, our lunch was like their lunch. But I guess like after like first week, we'll switch to their lunch.
Everything this time. He's coloring one by one. He probably still on 8. Oh.
Like her message.
Read the news app.
Me, I wrote this on this one.
Yeah, I know. Yes, thank you.
I thought it was just put Kristen on and I'll say,
Yeah. It's over.
why is it better?
The news, I guess.
Yeah.
Was it Kirsten or Kirsten?
Well, Ellie had a party.
Very last thing, he did 1,000.
So he had it. He don't really
Yeah, like, we was like on Facebook. We just lying about the
I
numbers.
wasn't got a car either.
Bro, you thought that.
I mean, Ellie was gonna go through an internship. And me and Nestle were trying to go here. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be Josh.
This should be enough.
But I can't see what I don't want to call.
That's not enough for that.
I'm just telling you. How
That
about
was
you?
fine.
The only.
You know what that's
What?
the thing.
I'm gonna run it back. I'm not
Oh,
low.
I already had it too.
For what?
Oh, they got sharper me.
My car. My mama has it. Her car was in. Yeah, oh, okay. First thing.
Yeah.
All right, are we done?
No.
Yes. Yes, we are.
I'll give you about 2 minutes to finish up. Those of you who are done, return your pencils to the box.
I did.
You right there. See this one? Look how pretty it is.
It's very pretty.
No, not
It
should be getting you some.
That could be me.
Mine's amazing. Look at that. It's upside down.
I don't like all of them.
She go. Look, everybody's doing the same thing.
I am saying. No, it's not.
Man, I thought I was around.
Yeah, I need to do with that. That's what I'm saying.
The problem is, next time we're gonna do, y'all are all gonna get zeros. Not all, a lot, because you won't turn it left.
Oh.
So there's the problem.
No, not laboratory. No.
What? They always.
Yeah.
You talk to them, they Play-Doh.
They get level 4.
I know, they left us, yeah, why do they have more? They didn't mean to.
We only have one girl.
I don't want to.
And that's because the order is right.
I understand, I mean, you know what, I might come out there next week. I would say that every year. You say that every single year. I said that every single year. 13, 7, 9. I didn't know. It's the first one, the first one.
Everybody's doing this. I thought I
No.
was doing this.
You're not supposed to have one
Yeah,
out.
I know, I just said.
Look, you know.
Girl, this is one little hole. No.
Dang.
No.
I get one.
All right, if you will, come put your pencils back in the box. All right? We need to put numbers on our periodic table. Because it's useless without numbers on it. All right. When you look at your periodic table, I told you yesterday that the chart that we're using with the arrows in it will not work for certain elements. So I have purposely stayed away from certain elements on the periodic table. Now, I have not picked anything in this range, here, or here, because the chart that we've been reading with the arrows will not label those electron configurations correctly. All right, so you have to learn how to read the periodic table in order to do any elements where I just drew those purple lines. Okay? Everybody with me on that? So those of you who are going to go, I ain't learning this way, if I give you any element where I just drew those purple lines, you're going to get the wrong answer. Do you think I'm going to keep from giving you an element in those purple lines? Of course not. The quiz tomorrow is probably going to have those, just because you're going to have to know how to do that. Now, on your paper that you're labeling, first of all, whoops, not that small, stupid. When you look at, that's a little large. All right. Is this going to be on the quiz tomorrow? Yes, it is. I'm going to give you a periodic table you can write on. Now, you are not, first of all, going to be able to use those pieces of paper that you're writing with right now. Okay?
What did you just say?
That colored piece of paper you're using. These are notes. There's a study guide. It's like you just took notes on your notebook. So can you whip it up out of your notebook and lay it on your desk tomorrow to take the quiz?
Yes.
Sure, you have a 0. It'll be easy for me to grade. Okay? I'm going to give you one that you can write on for the quiz. So those of you who want to be able to number it or label it SPD or F block, you can. But you have to do it from your memory, not from I'm using my notes. We haven't had an open note quiz yet. We're not starting tomorrow. Now, are we ever? Highly unlikely. Are we having an open note test? I suppose if I got hit by a bus tomorrow and died and you had a new teacher and a sub, it's possible. Now, short of that, no, you're not ever going to have an open note test. Now, you need to write in the numbers 1 through 7 right there. Now, these are the energy levels that correspond to the places on the periodic table. Everybody got 1 through 7?
No.
These are not hard, people. Write 1 through 7. Are we there now? I swore I said put the pencils up a while ago, and y'all still have pencils
Oh,
out.
yeah, I had to go get them again because I was gonna leave. And I wanted.
All right, now, for the D block, I want you to number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, I want you to think about this logically. What is the first energy level we said could have a D block? S, P, D. What was the first energy level we said could have D? 3. That's why the D block starts at what energy level? 3. That's why the numbering starts there. Okay? Now, over here for helium, we colored is what block? As an S, right? If you want, you can write a 1 there if you want to, but you don't have to. Lots of people don't number anything there, and they start at P. P starts 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, and if you think about it, a P block starts at what number? P block starts at 2. Okay, 2P is the first time you can have a P, so 2. Now, think about an F. What is the first energy level that can have an F? That's why this one starts at 4. 4, 5, because F is the 4th sublevel, so it has to be in the 4th energy level, or 4. Okay? If you can remember that, that's where the numbers come from. That's why those numbers are there. Now, we read this periodic table exactly like you read the pages on a book. Where do you always start when you read the page of a book? On the left, you read left to right. When you get to the end of a row, you drop down to where? The next line, and then you go left to right. When you get to the end, you go back to the, I need Betsabé to move back where she was. And if we can't do any better than that, then we'll move Liliana back. But the 3 of you cannot sit together and be quiet. So let's say that we're going to write the configuration. And if I were y'all, if you're going to write these, don't write them on your periodic table, because I will tell you now, the one we're going to color code tomorrow is going to get very cluttered. And some of you are going to find that you're going to want to come back to this one to add stuff to, because this won't have a lot on it. So you might want to do your examples either on the back or in your notebook. All right, let's say that we write the configuration for silicon. All right, what is the first thing in the chart if we read this table? What number is the first number we see? 1. What block is this one? What block did you color it? S. I don't know what color you used on your periodic table, but you labeled it what block? S, P, D, or F? What block did y'all label it?
Were we supposed to label it the same way that you did? Because I did.
It's fine if you did. I said you didn't have to, because I figured you could just look at your piece of paper and go, oh, it's the S block, without it being colored like mine, which is why I was using one that's not colored here, okay? So when I point to this, I expect y'all to be able to tell me it's the what block? It's the S block, okay? Now, how many elements are in the S block? 1, 2. When I get to the end of this row, where do I go? To the next row. So back down over here, what's the next number I see? 2. What block am I in? How many elements do I have?
2. Wait, what? Is it code?
We're reading the periodic table like we read the chart with the arrows, only we're not doing it with the arrows.
So this is what? So is the block, the middle block, is that D?
Yes.
Oh.
Guys, you have to label what these things are called. That was the reason for the color coding. If you only colored it and you didn't label what the colors were, you wasted your time. Okay. All right, so I'm here. Where do I go from here? Straight across. What do we have now? What block is this one? And how many do I have?
6.
And if you don't believe me, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I get here, where do I go? Remember, we're going to silicon, so we're not there yet. What number do we have? What number's right here? I hear a few voices. I hear more than a few. 3. All right. What block is this? And how many do I have?
2.
Then I keep going, and what do I have?
3.
And I have what block? Now, how many do I go till I hit silicon? 2. You count the silicon, so 3p, 2. Okay, and I didn't have to use the arrows, and I didn't have to draw all that. Okay, are you with me? Are you sure? I don't believe you. All right, let's try another one. Let's say we do Molly B. Denim. Let's do molybdenum. It's right there. It's pronounced molybdenum, but a lot of people say Molly B and denim because that's the way it looks. All right, what's the first thing in the chart? 1 S. How many elements? 1, 2.
What's the element?
MO, molybdenum.
Okay.
It's pronounced molybdenum. 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 All right. What's next? 2. What block? How many elements do I have?
2.
Keep going. What's next? How many do I have?
3.
How many do I have?
2.
Keep going.
3.
How many do I have?
6.
Keep going. How many do I have?
2.
Next.
3.
3. And what block is this one?
D.
So 3D. How many do I have?
10.
And then
4.
that's a 4. What block would this one be?
3.
How many do I have?
6.
And then I have
5.
5S. And how many?
2.
And then I hit what number?
4.
4D.
And how many do I have?
3. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody okay with just reading left to right? We feel okay with that? Yay or nay? Okay. Now, let's talk shorthand. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of reading longhand. All right, shorthand is often referred to as noble gas configuration. All right, shorthand is often called noble gas configuration. Okay, you use a noble gas, and then you write the remaining electron configuration. All right, so
When would it be convenient for them to bring those back?
whenever,
Will
I'll
you be
probably,
talking till the end?
probably.
Okay, never mind, then I'll have somebody else.
Okay,
What about you, Phil? Can we bring them back anytime or?
so where are the noble gases? That's probably the hardest part. All right, on the periodic table. I'm just going to draw a small model. We'll label this tomorrow when we color code. All right, the noble gases are here. Neon is a noble gas. Okay, so it's got to be one that's in that group, in group 18. So the element we pick to go in the brackets has to be an element that's in group 18. It can't be any other element. We can't pick like sulfur because sulfur's not in group 18. We can't pick something in group 1 like potassium because it's not a noble gas. It has to be something that is a noble gas, and we have to put it in brackets. And then we write the rest of the configuration after it. So, what's the point in doing this? Well, I'm just going to give you an example, and you can choose to write it down or not. Suppose we have something like RB. RB has a configuration okay, of this. Now, if we write it in shorthand notation, we would write this. All of this right here is covered when I do that. Okay? You can't tell that. Okay? All of that I put in red is covered when I write that noble gas. All right? The noble gas is shorthand notation. It takes care of all of that junk when I write that noble gas there. All right? So you can see the difference between the two before I've even explained how to write that notation. Which one takes less work? The bottom one, right? That's why I like the bottom one, because it's a lot less work. So catch up with me, and I'm going to show you how to write this so we can stop writing starting at 1S, for those of you who want it. The hard part is just finding the right noble gas, and then we just read the periodic table like we just learned. Tevin.
So, what if like it was in the middle of the tree?
We're going to talk about that. Have I given everybody time to catch up? Who wants it? Yes? All right. So let's say that we want to go back and we want to write a shorthand notation for, let's say we're going to do one we did earlier. Let's do arsenic. All right? All right, arsenic is right here. All right? We need the noble gas right before it. All right? So looking at the periodic table, what is the noble gas immediately before arsenic? All right, Brian says AR. So look to see if you agree with him. Is it AR? Yes. If you don't know, go to the end of the line and then go up one if you struggle with that. Okay? But AR is correct. Now, from there, all you have to do is write the rest of the configuration. So from AR back over to this side, what do we have? 4. What block? S, how many? 2. What number? 3. D, how many? And then what number? What block? And then how many? 4P3. That's it. That's shorthand notation. And you didn't have to write all that starting at 1S. Okay? If we do one that's like here, like ZR. Okay? What's the noble gas before ZR? All right? All the way to the end and up one. What's the noble gas? You write KR in brackets. All right? Then what's after KR? 5S. How many? And then? I see a 4, and then? What block? 4D, how many? You with me? Anybody not with me? All right, why are you not with me, Salma?
So if it's, let's say NB, go all the way to the end, and it'll be KR.
Where's NB at? These are so smudged. Yeah, NB, you'd have KR, and then 5S2, and then 4D3. All right, now the hard part.
Go down to the bottom.
There's where we're going. All right, if you look at the periodic table I gave you, you see how it says 57? and 72? Here's the problem. I'm going to draw a circle right here for my symbol and an arrow. And here I'm going to draw a square and my arrow. The periodic table was too wide. And some genius decided to cut it apart, cut out those two rows, put them at the bottom, and then push the periodic table back together. So if you notice, this is atomic number 57, and this is atomic number 72. So 14 elements are missing between where 57 and 72 are. So when you get to my circle, where do we have to go? Down here to the bottom where number 58 is. We have to read across here, and then when we get here, we have to go back, to the circle and finish reading where we were. Okay? When I get here, I have to go back to where the square is. That's the hard part about reading the table. So let's say for a moment that I do an easy one at the bottom, like Tevin ones. Okay? So let's say that we do samarium. All right? Samarium's a nice easy one down here. All right? This whole row sits where? At the circle. So what's the noble gas before the circle? All right. So we put XE in brackets. So after XE, what number do I have? 6S. How many elements do I have? 2. And then I see what number? 5. D. And how many places do I go before I hit that circle? Nope. How many places do I go? 1. I go 1 block before I hit that circle. So I say 5D, 1. And then I have to do what? I got to go down to the F's. And now I have 4. I have F. And I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you read that arrow chart that we drew yesterday, it's not like that. You're going to get the wrong answer every day of the week. It's going to say 6S2, 4F6, and you got the wrong answer. Okay? Now, let's do a different one. Let's say we do tungsten, the old filament in light bulbs. Okay? Which is up here. Right there. So you read what noble gas? All right, all the way to the end and up 1. So still XE. What number after it? 6S2. 5. What block? And how many? And then you go to the bottom. And you have 4F, how many? 14. Where do you go when you get to the bottom? At the end over here. Back to here, and you're at 72. And you got 5D, how many more? So are we going to write 5D3 here? No. What are we going to do with those two 5Ds? Go put them together. Okay? So you want to make that 5D how many? 4. You want to add them together so they're combined. Now I will tell you, when you add those, if you flip these, I will not take off for that. Okay? I won't care if the 4F or the 5D are first or last. As long as they're combined, I'm okay with that. Questions? Questions? Anybody? You think you can try one?
I'm asking
Would you
you
take
tomorrow.
The quiz is tomorrow. You need to ask today.
Would you take off, if you put 5D?
If you put what? If you don't add them, yes, I will take half.
All right. You know how you said go all the way to the end and then 1.
Yes.
Then how do you get the rest of those numbers?
You read the table from left to right. So if you're here and you're at XE for your noble gas, you come back over here. What number is here?
Okay.
6. And this is what block?
2.
Well, that's S, and then you've got 2 elements, so that's where the 2 came from. And then that's 5, and this whole block is what? And that's how many blocks. You're just counting the blocks to get the numbers that go up top, the superscripts. Okay? All right, y'all try for me, because we've got a few minutes before the bell's going to ring here, even though y'all think you ought to pack up because, you know, we've only got 6 minutes till the bell rings. All right, y'all do OS and NP. All right. Osmium and NP. There, and I even underlined them so you know where they were. Or circled them. Do those 2 real quick. See what you can do. Uh-huh. That's awesome. Good. No, just those. Yeah. That's correct.
I think. I don't know.
What?
Can you come check one, please?
Mm-hmm.
Or MP. Is it LU or
No, we said
Oh, that's the other section.
MP is the one on the way.
that one's right. Oh, down here.
61
Yes.
and 594.
And the clock.
Did you go to the bottom?
All right, we're down to 3 minutes, so let me put them up here instead of me wandering around like a crazy person.
So what's the second one you say? And teacher, figure out what this one.
All right. OS is first and RN is second. All right, for homework. Y'all got that? Because I need to flip to a new page.
Yeah.
Because I want to give you homework that's identical to your quiz. All right. So for homework, orbital notation. All right, I want you to do T. Now let's do Cu and Cl for an electron configuration. Let's do Sr and Ge for a dot diagram so we can make it easy on you for homework. Let's do Cl and Ge. And then let's do shorthand, something that's down towards the bottom. Let's do PB and EU. Okay? That is the quiz tomorrow. Okay? If you can do those things, you can do the quiz. That's 2 of each. 2 orbital, 2 electrons, 2 dots, and 2 shorthands. Oh, that was the shorthand. There. All right. quiz. Remember, tomorrow is the last grade of the quarter. Last day for old makeup work is today.